Hey everybody, what's up? Hope you're all doing well. Sorry my room is a mess. I put a blanket over a bunch of mess. Kind of how my life's going right now. Just put a blanket over it. It's good. We don't have to see it and it's fine. Anyways, today we're going to be visiting the subreddit of Are the Straights Okay? So if you don't know, this subreddit is filled with a bunch of straight people saying really weird things. They don't surprise me though either. So, let's check it. Let's check in on the straights. Let's see if they're okay. So this first one says, it might be a little too early to tell, but when I changed blank's diaper and blank's pull-ups today, it might be safe to say I blessed my boys. I'm gonna keep checking back, but their futures are looking bright. These kids have to be like 2 and 5. Alright, son, time for your annual check so I can brag about your future sexual prowess like a totally normal person. I don't know. Your sons are like 4 years old. That's weird. There's a post on Facebook. It says, how many of you stay-at-home moms/wives do not miss your husbands while they're at work? Mine ruins my day once I see his face. I don't know what the whole deal is with straight people and hating their spouses, but it's been an ongoing joke for like the past 50 years, maybe even more. Set of tweets here. I love toxic masculinity because masculinity isn't toxic. It's hot. Every feminist feel this way, they just won't openly admit it. Feminists just bang masculine men when they really need a dicking, then never tell their boyfriends about it. So the thing is, men who have toxic masculinity are actually not masculine at all. He's only pretending to be because he's insecure. I can't imagine his shock when he learns that both gay men and gay animals exist. There's a post on Reddit here. It says, why did you go to a ball with a man you had no sexual interest in? No man truly wants to be just friends with a woman. Somebody replied and said, you can go party with women without sexual interest. That's called having friends and not being a creepy asshole. He replied and said, little secret, men don't want to be friends with women. There are no male friends. There are only friend-zoned losers and beta males. Does a male lion have female friends? Name one male species on the planet that just wants to be friends with his female counterpart. Humans. Humans are capable of doing that. You're just a piece of shit. Just because you can't be friends with women doesn't mean everybody else feels the same way. So stop speaking for everybody else and go fuck yourself. First thing this morning on Facebook. I wasn't expecting much, but this says, here we have a male human infant practicing the very battle he will pursue for the remainder of his adult's life. Haha, so funny. Do you guys get it? Why does no one like their partner? And there's a TikTok here. It says, eating in a restaurant by myself before I go see my girlfriend so I don't have to buy her food. Yeah, you guys don't have to date, If taking your girlfriend out for a dinner or a lunch is such a hassle for you, then you don't have to do that. You don't have to be with her. All you have to do is say you're cheap, man. Alright, this next one says, you won't let me monopolize your time, so we can't be together. I guess this was on a dating site and it says, I just read your bio. I'm sorry, I don't think we'd be a good match. Out of curiosity, which part made you determine that? This guy replied and said, single mother. So I'll come second to children that aren't even mine, which is totally understandable, by the way. Also, you have kids and you're 35, so you probably don't want any more. And even if you did, it's about a 70% chance that you can't. You're also an independent woman, so your career will come before me as well. Most likely not submissive. Have the same, I don't need a man, I want a man mentality as all the other girls that let social construct brainwash them. When girls typically say they are independent, they use that as an excuse for their bad behavior and masculine traits. I want a stay-at-home wife that's the mother to my children, who will give me stability and will stay loyal to me and is submissive. But that's impossible to find. Sorry for the rant. Modern dating is impossible for men like me. Men like you will have a stay-at-home wife but then go cheat on her when she's pregnant. It's funny because if you didn't want her, you wouldn't have matched with her or messaged her at all in general. You just wanted to let her know why you're not interested so you could feed your own ego because you're insecure. This guy fantasizes about being on his knees for Andrew Tate. Me and my friend found this the other day, and it's a child shirt that says, nice boobs, can I try one? Okay, but teaching children that some kids have 2 dads and 2 moms is weird, right? Not this. This? Putting this on your son isn't weird. Telling your son that his friend has 2 dads? Weird. Whoa, don't teach our children about gay people. This is so misguided, it's almost laughable. So we've got a meme here. It says, women in first world nations about to complain how bad they have it. Men who are more likely to self-delete, expected to always be self-reliant in society, taught to be stoic and suppress emotions. The next frame says, longer prison times for the same crimes women commit. The third frame says, expected to ignore boobs while being hardwired to stare at them. Men are not hardwired to stare at boobs because gay men exist. Boobs aren't made for people to look at and just like an appealing trait. They actually have an actual use. Everything about women are great, but I can look into your eyes like I'm doing right now. I'm looking in your eyes. Okay, we're not hardwired to look at your boobs. It just doesn't. No, but in all seriousness, that's just not how it works. I don't know, dude. These posts are giving me a bad taste in my mouth. You know what leaves a good taste in my mouth though? The sponsor of today's video, which is actually Mud Water. So what is Mud Water? Well, it's a coffee alternative. So you can have it in your mornings like your morning coffee, but it's not actually morning coffee. Mud Water has 4 adaptogenic mushrooms and Ayurvedic herbs. It's also as versatile as your morning coffee without the anxiety or the midday crash. You can even make Mud Water into a latte. I like it the simple way. I boil some water, I put that water in a mug, put the Mud Water in the water, and I stir it on, and it tastes good. And it has a fraction of the amount of caffeine that's in a cup of coffee, but you still get that energy. Yeah, Mud Water sent me this starter kit right here. So it comes with this 30-serving tin of mud. You've got a USB rechargeable frother, so you can mix up your Mud Water, you know, and then you get a sample of their vegan coconut creamer, which I really loved. If you're wondering what's in Mud Water, it's right here. It includes stuff like cacao, chai, lion's mane, chaga, and cordyceps. Anyways, these ingredients offer a huge range of benefits, including helping your mood, focus, physical performance, and your immune system. So it's healthy. It's a nice cup of healthy stuff. Yeah, so that's what Mud Water's up to. If you guys want to check them out, you can go to the link in my description right down there. You can actually get 15% off of your starter kit using this code right here if you want that 15% off. Okay? Thank you. I found this in my local store. The banner on the left translates to soon to be groom. So look at this picture here. Soon to be groom on the left, and then game over are next to each other. And if you zoom in, you can see the husband and the wife on a ball and a chain. If you guys don't want to get married, then don't fucking get married. It's really just not that hard. This comment was left on a video of a little girl helping to fix a fence. Teaching your girl to be a man isn't good parenting. Teach her to be an obedient wife. I'm not being sarcastic either. I don't know how you could possibly have 3 spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes in like 2 sentences, but you could. First we got parenting. Teach her? Teach her? You have to be taught obedient wife. The correct way to say that would be an obedient wife. Somebody said, your daughter's only purpose is to please her future husband. Yeah, that's all this guy could have said. Just, that's the purpose of your daughter. To serve her husband, to please her husband, to live for her husband, not herself. Wife bad, and we have a meme. It says, why do women live a better, longer, and peaceful life as compared to men? A very intelligent student replied, because women don't have a wife. First of all, yes, they do. Second of all, that's a biological factor. I'm sorry to be so literal. Alright, so what happens when you're born female, but then you take male hormones? Which age range do I go with? But I like being the little spoon. And we have a tweet here. It says, what about a woman that wants to be the big spoon? Do you give her this pleasure every once in a while? Never. If you want to keep her, don't feed her dominant tendencies. It will destroy the sexual polarity between you two. She will start to look down on you. So women cannot be big spoons ever. If they do it once, it's done. She's the man of the relationship now. You might as well transition into a woman. Fuck it. They just proved her point. We have a Twitter thread here. It says, ask a guy why he doesn't want a daughter, and he's going to sexualize his answer. Somebody replied and said, my guess is, as a parent, you just don't want to get disappointed by your offspring. I guess the chances your daughter will disappoint you are higher, mostly by making poor relationship choices. Also, a son is way cheaper to raise. Somebody else said, I'll remind you of this tweet when your daughter is getting clapped on a weekly by 3 different men. I mean, I would love it if my daughter got clapped on the weekly. She's getting claps for her performance. That's fucking fantastic. How about you grow up and use the word sex? You guys just don't want a daughter because you are pieces of shit who treat other people's daughters like pieces of shit. No, the straights are not okay. We've got 3 screenshots here. Alright, it's a TikTok. My 11-year-old son has a 13-year-old girl over swimming. On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried should I be? I don't know, have you ever heard of friends? Like when you're younger, you have friends. I mean, when you're older, you have friends too, but they can be friends. Why are you even thinking about that? Our sons are being bombarded with antigen feminine energy. Many mothers bathe together with their newborn babies. This isn't wrong if the baby is a girl, but when it's a boy, it's not good. Understand something. Although this act is done out of innocence and ignorance, the mother is opening up a stream of energy from herself to the baby son. What happens here is spiritual diffusion and spiritual osmotic actions. Know this thing. Water transports materials. Water moves prayers. Water can add or remove from a thing, and ultimately, water is a universal spiritual solvent. God damn. By spiritual diffusion, feminine energy is transported from a place of higher concentration, the mother, to a place of lower concentration, the son. Such a child over time will grow up to be too expressive for man, as his emotional state will overly grow because of constant invasion of female energy. Such a child can be easily manipulated by the mother and women in general, because when the child was growing, the mother ignorantly acted as an oxidizing agent to her son. The child will be emotionally and mentally feminine because water over time acted as a solvent to his masculine energy from an oxidizing agent. the mother. This person just learned like 3 big words and wanted to write about it on Reddit and pretend that they're smart. So how exactly does this work? If you're a single mother, or you're just a mother interacting with your son in general, are you just not supposed to touch them or share water with them or swim with them or go in a pool with them or go in the ocean with them or give them a bottle of water or touch the water that they drink or can you even look at them, or is that going to make them feminine? Whatever. Anyways, this is the last one, okay? Lovely gym graphic. And it says, cheat on your girlfriend, not on your workouts. Yeah, guys, cheat on your girlfriend. As long as you keep up your workouts, cheat on your girlfriend. She doesn't matter. She's just a piece of shit that you could cheat on. Fuck her. I feel like this was just misogyny hour with Sam Collins. Anyways, that was bad. I'm gonna go wash my eyes now under the sink. So I will see all of you later, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next week. Bye.